Wow. Oh my god. Okay. Here I go. I'm already doing that thing that I do every single time that I've turned on the camera in the last year, where I start looking in the viewfinder and picking myself apart and thinking that I can't do this. So I should probably just turn that off. Hi. Okay, so I have nothing really planned to say, no script, nothing specific that I actually know that I'm gonna talk about necessarily. So that's fun. This is already really entertaining, I'm sure. Hi, I'm Izzy, and you're on my YouTube channel. Probably. Maybe you've been subscribed to me for a while. Maybe you haven't. You have no idea who I am. Maybe you're a friend or a future employer and you stumbled upon this video. Well, part of my, big part of my life right now is just trying to work out this whole mess of who I am and what do I want to do. I just graduated college. As if you know me, but I know some of you do know that I was going to Berkeley and I graduated. So, done with that. Really thank you next for that situation there. I made a lot of good friends. I really miss my friends. I miss the city of Berkeley. There's kind of this post-graduation depression. My mom says I should wait until I have a baby and then I can talk about. I'm kind of it's that internal crisis time period, and yeah, it's been really fun. I'm scared of the word depressed. That word scares me and I don't want to use it incorrectly or claim anything like that. But I've been really sad, and I have very alternative coping mechanisms that a lot of people wouldn't see or recognize as traditional, oh, she must be sad, that's why she's doing that. Anyways, enough about that. I think back on the days that I used to upload frequently, right? This was during my late high school years into my early college years, but right in that time period for me was when I was uploading the most frequently, and I had this big message that I was pushing, and I was really I felt like every day I was doing something that made me happy and it gave to other people, and I was creating community. And I didn't even think about that consciously, but I look back now and those were the happiest times that I can remember in my entire lifespan, is that section of years. And now, ever since I started uploading less frequently, and then eventually back last June when I cut it completely and my YouTubing habit completely ended, I have been so sad and really just looking for constant distraction and coping mechanisms to make myself able to get through the day. And I at this point have hit a breaking point where I don't know what to do. I'm watching the beautiful sunset outside. It's I'm looking straight at it. The lighting might change in this video because the sun is setting. So I have this shame and guilt and embarrassment that I am who I am, it's just making me not into the person that I want to be. That the shame and the guilt and the embarrassment is holding me back. And come in.
I'm gonna order a noodle for the basil or plum. You don't want anything?
No, thank you. Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't really know why I'm doing this video, but since I've finally come to realize this pattern of happiness decline seems to line up with when I've been making videos, I decided, hey, it can't hurt, right? But then again, this voice comes into my head that yes, it can hurt because I'm looking for a job. Cue the scary horror movie music. Being a millennial, Actually, I'm technically Generation Z. What was that? Whew. I shaved this morning. I did that. Being that thing, as you can imagine, having yourself all over the internet, not everybody does, but honestly, a lot of us do. A lot of people are on social media now. You do not know how many people from my high school have just like become Instagram famous. Can I just have a little a rant about Instagram? I'll get back to that. I'll get back to the rant about Instagram, but let me finish this first thing. Was being someone who has themselves all over the interwebs. It is quite scary going into a job interview with the fear or the anxiety that they maybe saw something on the internet about you already that they didn't like, or that, that would hinder them from wanting to hire you. So I constantly battle this thing where it's like, should I post or should I lay low? Because if it's gonna ruin my chance with them, it's already done. Instagram rant, let's have it. Ever since I stopped posting on YouTube, I started going on Instagram more. I started using social media differently. I used to be very good at only using social media to post what I wanted to post, and then I would put it away and then go back later and maybe read the comments or check on the likes. Loved that. Loved when I would post a video, and love, reading your guys' comments. But I was very good about not using social media to just constantly entertain myself with other people's lives and content. And for some reason, especially since I graduated and I have much more free time, I have been waking up, rolling over, grabbing my phone, and starting my day by scrolling down my Instagram feed and watching Instagram stories. And I didn't even realize it, but that has been like ruining my life. I like what I see. To see and connect with a lot of my friends, right? Like I get to see their stories and see what people are up to. I've seen some really cool stuff that I find inspiring and things that I think are cool. But I don't know why. I'm really struggling with the fact that I feel like I hit this wave of passion, so to speak, or it was like my own attempt at a little business, which was this YouTube channel and, all the stuff that I used to do, make the recipe videos and all the stuff I used to do on these platforms that was like, I don't know, really big, important part of my life and made me feel so whole and so happy. And now I just constantly see lots of people my age that I went to school with that are like starting something like that. Not necessarily a YouTube channel, but a clothing line, a makeup line, whatever kind of business, or just, they've started making art. And I get like, FOMO is not the right word, but I get, it drives me deeper into this I failed kind of feeling. And I always had that insecurity when I was just kind of taking off on YouTube, and then other people in my league, so to speak, were taking off faster, and I just kind of shut down. And I kind of didn't want to compete. I just get really discouraged, I guess, when I see other people doing things that makes me feel like I should be doing something, but I don't know what I want to do. I just don't know who I am anymore, you know what I mean? Anyways, I've got like 3 minutes left on the camera roll, so if I don't start saying goodbye now, it's just going to be an awkward cut off ending. So if you've watched this far in the video already, then wow, you must really like me. So thank you for taking interest and watching the video. But I'm sorry if this didn't really provide anything for you, or I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not gonna apologize. I did this purely for me and for those of you who are curious and maybe wanted an update on my life, because I've kind of just been completely not vocal at all on here. So there we go. Okay, I realized that I feel like I ended that video in a kind of sad way. I want to change the way I end it, okay? So I think I hit my wave of passion. I had a wave. It was a thing. I hit this wave and it's over and I'm grieving it. But there's probably another one coming right around the corner. And right now I just cannot see it at all. I really can't see it. Thank you for supporting me to ride that wave whenever it comes.